So I purchased a PC, a desktop PC from CyberPowerPC.com. The item came in not working, damaged, no shipping damage visible. And I had issues with customer service getting in touch with them. It took a couple of days to get in touch with them. And then they are making me pay return shipping on a damaged product, which cost me $153 out of my own pocket. My resolution would be for CyberPower PC to pay the return shipping for the damaged product, as I did not damage the computer, nor did I change my mind that I wanted it. I just had a broken PC that I needed fixed. Well, it started, I had my video card in I normally build all my computers simply because it's a hobby of mine, but my video card went out completely in my old computer, and currently there's a shortage of video cards. I couldn't find a video card, so I decided to buy a new computer instead, because I need my computer for various things. Anyway, so I placed the order on the 21st of January, and I thought it was a pre-built computer, and that was my fault, I guess, for not realizing that. But I actually did not get the computer until February 17th, which is almost a month later. In the time, meanwhile, I found an old video card for sale. I bought that, got my computer working, but I decided to go ahead with the order because it was about time for a new computer anyway. But anyway, so I got the computer on the 17th, and UPS brought it. The box was fine. It looked great. No damage at all. Got it out the box. Everything looked good. It comes with a tempered glass side, and that was fully intact. Nothing looked damaged on the computer. I plugged it in, plugged in the video card, and got green lines all across the screen. And so, being computer savvy, I tried to reseat the video card, and of course, I still had green lines. I put my other video card back in this new computer, and it worked fine. So I know it was a video card issue. So as soon as I realized that, I called CyberPower PC that same day during normal business hours to try to get this resolved. I was on hold for 30 minutes. Nobody answered. And so I hung up. I went to, because their prompts tell you that emailing them, you'll get just as fast a service as you would from calling them. So I emailed them, and no response from the email. So the next day, as soon as they opened, I called them, and I was on hold for 45 minutes before someone actually answered the phone. They answered the phone. I told them the issue. They said, "Well, do you want to send it back and get the video card replaced?" And I asked him, I said, "Well, how long does this process take to get this video card replaced?" And he says, "Well, you'll have to send it back, and however long it takes to get here, then it'll be another 5 to 7 business days to get one out, and then the shipping time on top of that." So we're looking at about 3 weeks, because it's about a week to ship from where I live to California, and a week back. So, I'd already been without my computer for a month, and this is another 3 weeks. And what I had found doing some research online, coming to your site and coming to actually their own forum, is that they had a quality control issues, customers reporting that they were receiving computers broken, and then they'd send it back to get it repaired, and they'd come, and then they just wouldn't come back within a reasonable amount of time, or they'd come back broken again. And honestly, I just didn't want to deal with that. And so I told the guy, I said, "Well, to be honest with you, I'd like to get a refund instead of trying to go through this process of getting it fixed." Anyway, he said, "That's fine." But so lo and behold, after having waited on hold for 45 minutes, he says, "Well, that's a different department, and I'll have to transfer you to that department, and I don't know if anybody's available." And I said, "Really?" I said, that's great. Well, so he put me on hold, and lo and behold, he came back and he said, well, nobody's available in that department, in the refund department right now, of course. And he said, they'll have to call you back. I said, really? You're serious? They got to call me back? I waited for 45 minutes today, 30 minutes yesterday, just to talk to you. And now I got to wait for somebody to call me back. I said, that's fine. I said, but if they don't call me back today, then I'm going to my credit card company and I'm going to dispute these charges because I have a defective item. So lo and behold, they did call me back within the hour, which I was very surprised at. And I had the refund department. And so he said, this should be a standard refund. This won't be a problem. But you'll have to pay return shipping. And I wasn't aware of that. Their policy is posted on the website, but it's not, when you're buying the computer, it doesn't pop up in front of you. Well, this is a defective item. It was broken when I got it. Why do I have to pay return shipping? And he said, well, it got damaged in shipping. And I told him, I said, hey, I have pictures. It didn't get damaged in shipping. The box is pristine. You got tempered glass on the side. That glass was not broken. There's no way that this got damaged in shipping. So I said, the only way that this could have got out the door is if your guys didn't plug in a monitor to see if this thing left and was working to begin with. And he says, I'm looking at it was stamped. It was checked. I said, well, they must have just powered it on and didn't plug in a monitor because there's no way that this got damaged during shipping. And lo and behold, after doing some more research, I found out that the video card that they did put in the system has had issues with this exact same problem coming from the factory that way. So I really feel that nobody bothered to even check that we had a video card that worked. So anyway, after going round and round with this guy for about 15 minutes about how I shouldn't have to pay return shipping, he said, well, that's the only way you can get your money back. And so I said, well, send me the RMA to my email so I can get this thing back to you. I said, I'm not real pleased. So anyway, so within literally 2 minutes to my email, not an RMA, return merchandise authorization, comes back, but their return policy comes into my email, but no RMA. So he sends me the return policy in my email, but I did not get an RMA. I didn't actually get an RMA until Saturday. I started this process on Wednesday. I didn't get the RMA until Saturday, but I got the return policy sent immediately. So this company, well, actually, I went Saturday. I shipped it back via UPS. I insured it, and the total cost to me to ship it back was $153.91, and I've got nothing out of the deal but a headache and no computer. I found this return policy ridiculous because there are other companies, there are other different retailers that sell these specific computers that do not charge you to send the computer back if it's damaged, if it's inoperative. But yet the company that actually builds these computers charge you to send it back if it's defective. And I've never dealt with a company that charged the consumer to replace a broken item. And so this is absolutely ridiculous. And this is where we're at. My main goal is to perhaps warn a consumer looking to buy one of these PCs to give them second thought, because if nothing goes wrong, maybe you have a great experience. But if you do have to return any type of item for any reason, and you want a refund, you're going to have to cover the shipping costs back to this company. And it's, as you can see, $153 is not exactly a cheap process. So I want to warn consumers before they buy from this company that they're going to be responsible to pay return shipping. Yes, I believe, this is not a situation of me just changing my mind about not wanting the computer. This is a situation of a defective item that was broken when I got it. The solution to me would be that CyberPower would actually cover the return shipping uh, and not charge me for something that I had nothing to do with.